Hello there, and welcome to part 6 of the amazing Roland and his Industrious Rodents and Age of Wonders 4 playthrough. We left off at near the start of a turn. We had just gained a very nice item for one of our heroes after getting access to Arcanium ore. The ore itself gives our city here some extra production and mana, but also lets us hurry units for less cost. So I am going to go and look for the hero that I want to give that sword to, which is not him. I think he is back down here for the moment, waiting on reinforcements. Yep. He currently has a basic industrial hammer, does 11 damage up to 3 times. The King's Blade, 20 damage 3 times. Double the damage. He hits like a truck now, and his adjacent allies get a bonus to damage and gain Fearless. Cannot lose morale. We've also got some rune leggings that you can get. Give some more resistance. I will take that. We have a new ring. I could get more resistance and defense, or I could just stick with being harder to hit. I'm going to give him more resistance and defense, actually. More universally protective. And he leveled up. So I need one more skill to get killing momentum as well. Yeah, I think we're just gonna... I wouldn't mind getting some vigor for more health for him, but no, I think we keep on going to get killing momentum. So we could get him extra, a little bit more defense to make him a bit tankier, or we could double down on the massive damage he does. But I think I'd like to make him a bit tankier, so I'm going to take defense 1 for now. And then we'll get killing momentum next turn, or next time he levels up, not next turn. And we are 1 turn away from our Glade Runner because we took the Tome of Glades. It's not quite with our Industrious theme, but it lets us put forests down that we can then build lumber mills in, or foresters technically. But I'm going to flavour it as lumber mills because that's more industrious. So I feel like it's okay. And then we've got another thing we can build. I have been building improvements. We've done a special improvement here, the Golem Mine. We now get 10 gold from this, we get 10 gold rather than 5, and we've got a empire upgrade that means we also get 10 draft from mines. And we did a builder's quarters, so we get a whole bunch of extra production from that. 10 more than a normal quarry, plus another 5 for adjacent quarries, of which there's 2. Excuse me. And also a rune carver's camp, which gets 15 draft instead of 5 production, and then additional mana for adjacent quarries. At the moment there's only 1 adjacent quarry, but we'll be able to build 3 more and get a bunch of extra mana. And he is lumbering over to join my hero, who doesn't really have much to do up there. There is stuff to fight over there, so I will just go and link up with him. This guy's heading back down to join the guy that's back at the capital city just now. And his scout is just looking for enemy, like, throne cities and things. What are you? A horned god. I remember these guys from previous Age of Wonders. Oh, he's looking very sinister in his shadows. 186 health. He's tier 5 mythic unit. He's got pretty good defences. He's weak against fire and blight and a little bit less so against shock. Very difficult to land status effects on. He does a single 36 blight damage attack. And it heals adjacent allied units. He's got a wild eruption that does 33 damage in an area and summons living vines everywhere. Bloody hell, this guy. And he can transform a floral obstacle into a floral stinger every 2 turns. What? This guy's insane. Can't rout. Friendly animals and plants are fearless. He's good at sieging. He's a large target at least, so he's easier to hit, but oh boy. I don't know if we're ready to fight this guy. I mean, we do have... Your number is 900 strength. I'm only 600 strength. Yeah, we're not fighting him. What's he guarding? Some rainbow clover. That seems excessive. Let's not fight him just now.
We'll maybe go up and fight. I mean, this is also kind of tough army, but not as tough. But we are still under strength. Although if we combine these two, we're kind of on par. Maybe we can manage it with some liberal spellcasting.
He's still waiting on that Glade Runner. I'm just spending 23 gold to get the Glade Runner now so he can start moving. If we ganged up, we could maybe kill him, but there isn't a pressing need to do so because right now we are still several, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 population growths away from being able to get it, and I'm not even sure if I've got a good enough town hall to reach that far. So clearing it would just be doing someone else a favour potentially. So I don't think we grab that just now. This map's huge, by the way. I've been saying there's an awful lot of unused space ripe for the taking if I only had enough Imperium to increase the city cap some more. And we've only met 3 of the 6 other players there are. And this is a great divide, so there's the entire of this. Scarred divide. All of this has not even been looked at yet. Right, they built their bulwark, which is how we were able to get a research post this far away. It's also ready for another province improvement, so what do we need? I mean, what don't I need? I guess we just build a vendor. We'd like a farmer's workstead, so we'll get a forester next. And here you can do a forester there, but is there any more strategically useful? Doing foresters down here might be more useful because it gets us a free road network in this direction to help link up our cities. So yeah, we'll do a forester down here. Oops, I misclicked. There we go. Bastion, our capital. Their stability's getting low. I'll maybe do the bathhouse. Doesn't leave us with a lot of money. But we get bathhouse XP bonus to every city produced here, sure. We'll build a bathhouse. We now have Arcanium ore. If we can get a Fireforged stone, we will get the Rings of Binding. All our heroes get tougher and do more damage. And the Fireforged stone itself reduces how long it takes to recruit units. And I could do another boost. So, do we do the big expensive one? It's not that expensive to cast, but it's going to have very high upkeep because it affects so many of our units. But it makes everyone 30% crit chance, which is huge. I think first I'll maybe get the Staves of Warding because they're a bit cheaper. And then we'll get the big one. I was insulted! Oh yeah, he doesn't like us. He insulted me, giving me a grievance against them. You think befriending Kriegmar will help secure your path to victory? It will be my empire that rises above all. So I think, does he not like people making... I don't know why he doesn't like us making friends with free cities. It's not part of his personality, but I guess he had to think of something to insult us about. 300 gold for a declaration of rivalry. Nah, I'm not doing that. We were asked to by the rat folk, but I'm not spending 300 gold just to make them angry. We could get another city here, because we're into flourishing vassalage. But I don't really need to. I don't think it really benefits us. I'd rather get another one on the surface instead and just keep them as vassals. So we're going to do that. They're pretty safe there. They don't even have, like, there's not an underground entrance leading to them. You have to sail through the underground lakes to get to them, so. I maybe need more scouts though, because so much of the map is still hidden to me. Compared with my game that I'm playing on my stream, this map feels a lot bigger and we have explored a lot less of it. But I don't think I did pretty much the same map settings, just some of the difficulty level changed. Right, so they have got... They're wanting to swap out an anvil guard for this archer. So get you over here. You can sort of tag along with a wee bit extra muscle. But we've now got 3 front lines, pretty beefy front lines at that, 3 back lines. That seems like a good mix to me. Our Staves of Wardings, this means when our support units use their abilities, it gives them extra bolstered resistance. It only affects 2 of our units because we only have 2 support units, but that means it's going to have a low upkeep. So our, what are they called? Steel crafters? Steel somethings. What are you? Steel shaper. I always get that second part wrong. They've got 2 support abilities. They've got grant defense, so now in addition to giving 2 bolstered defense, it also gives bolstered resistance. And strength from steel converts bolstered defense and resistance into heals and strengthened, but then also gives them bolstered resistance. I wonder which happens first, because the Staves of Warding hits first, that just increases the healing and is strengthened. If it doesn't, it just gives them a wee bit extra defense at the end of it. Either way, good stuff. Right, you are just... Oh, there is a large monster den. I have not seen a spawner for a long time. I feel like either the AI has cleared out all the spawners before I found them, or there's very few spawners in this map. There is one over here though. You can see the red outline. And I was thinking of doing a city over here once I accumulate enough Imperium. Right, so you're losing, or having a wee tag along for one of them, so that our Ogre Brewer can join you. We're going to go and clear some of this stuff out. Some fairly strong stuff out here. The world is getting stronger. Right. I'm going to get this on the go, but we're going to try and fight these guys without it. This is a risky battle, so I'm going to do it manually because it's more interesting. They're all quite high rank and there's a lot of wisps, and wisps can do a bit of damage. They do elemental damage, which we're not strong against, and more critically, if we hit them in melee, we can get stunned. Everyone that's played Age of Wonders knows and hates wisps. Or loves wisps, depending whose side they're on. They've also got a unit we haven't fought yet. The Watcher. The Watcher has 104 health, so it's quite a beefy lad. Can fire 16 lightning damage 3 times, and get stronger every time they land a hit, and can inflict an electrified. They are nasty. And has a 40 damage psychic gaze that will stun the target and mark them. Oh, I don't like these guys. I don't like these guys at all. We may well lose a unit or 3 here. And our golems are a little bit vulnerable to lightning damage. And I've got 2 golem units in this army. Okay, well we can get a wee bit of resistance by doing this, but I'm gonna buff our ogre. Oh no, that's not an iron golem, that's an ogre. He doesn't have particular weaknesses, but he's also not particularly strong either. And it's volcanic, we're on a volcanic bit, so fire will do more damage, but there's also going to be fire explosions everywhere that we have to worry about. I can get a shot off straight away at them. This is risky, I'm not caring. I want to get some damage done. Okay. Oh boy. I'm starting to regret my life choices, and we haven't even had this thing do its thing yet. Oh no, my hero. Miss.
Right, so let's shoot this thing in the back if we can. I can't see it apparently. Which stuns it and gets it off my back for a minute, and then let's go around here. We could focus on killing that because it's a big dangerous target, but killing the wisps seems a little bit more high priority. And I'm going to bolster you. Pikemen are going to run round to go after that guy, and we'll back them up with a shield unit for defense. Oh no, that's my ogre, not my pikemen. Okay, well, pikemen will go after them, I guess. I'll taunt them. I guess we'll work on them with our crossbow dudes. He got hit by the meteor, so he's not getting a turn again. So that was pretty useful. That was his big psychic gaze. Didn't hurt as much as I expected, to be honest. Oh, but our poor ogre is getting his ass kicked there. Well, he never got to do anything. He's dead already. Oofed. I'm going to boost your defences a wee bit. Keep shooting the big guy. You can't be affected. So yeah, just keep on hitting the big guy. Will you go over and taunt the big guy? Risk getting stunned. Oh, they're immune to status effects. They don't care about getting stunned. And this will kill them. No, we got stunned. I forgot about that. Right, bolster them. Okay, that was pretty good. Hardly got hurt there. That's less good. My poor ogre. He was so young. Let's you sort it out. Can be affected. Oh, the resistance has been sundered. They've not been boosted. I don't have any attack spells. It's all defensive. We're going to lose another unit here. It's just a question of which one are we going to lose, I think. Let's heal you up. Fire's a bit annoying. I don't want to get set on fire, so we're just going to go and help over here. They're probably not going to survive what's about to happen. Wisps are no joke. I mean, that guy's nasty too, but wisps, the damage they're doing to me. Bloody hell, what? Okay, they're hitting my hero. That's a small mercy. Make them strong. Shoot them.
Okay, good. Do I just accept the burning? I think I have to just accept the burning. I have them just sitting back doing nothing. Well, this is a costly victory. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to last much longer. RIP. So I could shoot them, but I'd like to bolster them because they keep getting sundered. And we'll get closer with them since we don't have to worry about getting shot back. I wonder what the auto combat would have done. I did see a risky battle. It was... Yeah, you can flee. It was pretty much inevitable that we were going to take some losses there. I'm sad about losing them. They were quite high level, but they're quite low. Well, they're quite high experience level, but quite low tier, so I'm not too sad about them. But yeah, we're going to need to replace that army now. Still, good XP for the people left. A Ring of the Vicious Killer. I have so many of these, and that's not very good rewards, to be honest. Right, well, we need another 2 frontliners. I guess we can get that spear guy from his army, and the spear guy from his army. Or we could just train more. Scout running about. Oh, a giant's foundry. We've learned aspect of the route. That would be really good. Right, I think we need to get iron golems as a thing we can actually summon. Or build. I'm not sure if it's a summon or a build. It doesn't say summon, so I think it might be a build. And here... Workers' Farmstead, get us some extra food and production. Another denouncement. This is Weldon Flamecaller denouncing Perennius. I thought he'd already did that. I could have sworn he already did that. And we now have a pact of cooperation with Valenford. So we're way ahead. Weldon isn't even trying to get Valenford. So that's going well. And I could pay to get... Oh, it might be worth paying 10 gold a turn for the Fireforge stone, because that would complete our set. And that would get us a bunch of bonuses. Minor bonuses, but still bonuses for our heroes. I think I might actually do that. Okay. Cool. So we now have the full sets. The Fireforge in itself just means units cost less draft, quicker to recruit. And the collection, as we just looked at. I could also get another unit from here. I'm wondering if I get a Steel Shaper. I've got one army doesn't have one. This army's got one. This army, it's my leader, doesn't. I don't know what I'd take instead. Nah, we won't bother. Get a basic halberdier. They're like our copper golems, but not as lightning vulnerable, but also not immune to status effects. I don't think so. We can always summon another copper golem. Or, I guess... Yeah, iron golem's not there, so I think we have to build iron golems. Which probably takes a tower upgrade to do. I don't know if I've got anywhere that can build them yet. Someone else has built a seed. Who are we meeting? Indred the Elevated. He's got a very sinister looking hat, but he's actually quite good aligned. Another ruler in this realm. How many more can this realm take? Let us just agree to stay out of each other's way, He's actually decent relations for a starting encounter. They are high brutes. He's leading some orcs that are high culture, imperialists, and runesmiths. He is very order-based. He's a fanatic isolationist. He likes empires that don't have relations with free cities. He likes empires that trade grievances. He doesn't like empires that have got alliances or multiple races. He likes isolation. He does not want to commit to relations, reluctant to answer calls to war. He's wary of treaties. He doesn't want to have treaties with other rulers. He likes exploitation and expansion. And he's vigilant. He is winning in terms of overall ranking. His military is third. His expansion is really high. He must be like on his own down south or something. He's in need of an ally and he needs better relations, but I've got wizard bonds that he doesn't like and my empire size is threatening them. But you can have a welcome gift, keep you on side. So yeah, it's just the threat level that's upsetting him. We've moved up to 5th, we were 7th for a while. Our military is still pretty weak, but that's because they get so many extra resources they can afford to do more. That's a hard AI. And yeah, look at this. Large monster den. They've got a Karach from earlier Age of Wonders games. It's a big boy. Does a big charge attack. Also has a howl that does damage in a 2-hex radius and messes up morale. Also has a chance of consuming target 1, 2, or 3 unit. Just 90% chance of just eating a tier 3 or less unit. And if it resists, still does 30 damage, and it successfully heals from it. Okay, fun, fun, fun. And another swamp troll, and a bunch of miscellaneous other stuff. And then next to it, I'm guessing they're going to march and attack somebody. I think my scout might die very soon. Right, so this is Fadir. What's Fadir going to go and fight? I mean, we could declare, well, try and fabricate grievances to get war with Winden. I can do a justified war. It's only a minor war justification, but I could do it at the moment. It would mean non-allied rulers would dislike me for it. So we maybe want more. I don't want to... I mean, I'm not even sure we should be fighting them. It's miles away. It'd be a difficult war to fight. It would leave our home territory awful vulnerable. For now, we will go and maybe have a bash at some of the stuff over there. You were going down to join up with them. And we've hit the edge of this bit of the map. I think we're just going to put you on auto explore now, and if you survive, you can auto explore. Because at this point, anything that we can say grab is already taken, so it's just go and get more of the map uncovered. Right, we got a workers' farmstead thing here. We're falling behind in research, so I should maybe do a library. I'd also quite like more mana. Now, get a library first. But then get a shrine as well. We may not be so different after all, Roland. Your actions are promising. By all means, continue. Univa likes the fact that I have a weaker military than her. Big relationship boost though. She's respectful of us. She's not at war with anyone. Can I see what she thinks of other people? That's between us. With Belor, don't like Belor. Don't like Unai. Don't like Perennius. Right, I'm the only one. Oh no, she really likes Wilden. Oh, that could be a problem. Because Wilden really doesn't like us. And it costs so much to do a friendship thing. I never have any money. And yeah, we found an evil presence, the monster spawner. Oh boy. Such a big map. considering. Right. If you just keep going up there. It's a pretty weak army. It's very tier 1. We'll replace it with something else when we get the chance. I don't know what else to do with them. What does an underground entrance look like? A white up and down arrow thing. So there's very few entrance and exits to this small underground. So that's maybe why it took so long to meet people, because they've been having trouble getting up here. We were just lucky that we started with one right next to our HQ. Is it luck? Right, you can take them, yeah. Yeah, this is our badass hero. You did not die. She's got a wee army here with some basic units, level 6 in her ruler. My ruler's level 6 as well. Yeah, I guess we're not as strong as the Arlot, but we can maybe take, oh, we can't take this, 2 Phoenixes. We can maybe take the weaker ones. We can, oh, that's a lost mage. A lost wizard. I don't think we can take this, because they get random spells every turn that they can cast. And then I've also got a Mage Bane that stops us casting spells. And then some less scary things, but yeah, we would need a bigger force for that. What are they guarding? Astral Dew, okay. We have researched that. Oh, I hadn't researched it yet. I was wondering why I couldn't get them. We've researched them now. We get a new tome. Level 3 tomes now, I believe. Yeah. So, on the Materium side, Tome of Transmutation, change physical substance using vast amounts of mana, specialise in debuffing enemies, buffing allies, changing your economy. Melt Armour. There's 20 fire damage and 3 sundered defense in a 1 hex radius. So a fancy pants fireball, basically. Transmute resources, convert mana income in a friendly city to get gold production food equal to 75% of their mana income. Transmuter is a battle mage, we don't have battle mages, that shifts armor from enemies to allies and petrifies enemies. So it's shift bolts, 12 damage, 3 times, inflicts sunder defenses while bolstering defense of a random ally. I do like that, and petrify, a 1 hex radius, stun. Okay, liking that. Adaptive armor. Once per turn, whenever enchanted units sustain non-physical damage, they get bolstered resistance. And status protection. Okay, that would be useful. And steel skin is a race transformation, gives us extra defense and blight resistance, but reduced lightning resistance. So we're probably taking this. It'll also give us the seed of Materium, which we're a wee bit behind. Other people have been making their seeds already. And adaptive armor for our hero skill. The other Materium thing is the Tome of Terramancy, which is all about throwing rocks at people. Manipulate the earth at wells. Specialise in dealing physical damage and hindering enemy movement. Seismic Shock is a slightly beefier physical fireball that slows the enemy. Crushing Earth. Tier 3 or lower, 60% chance of killing them. If it resists, they're stunned and take 40 damage. Earth Shaker, or Shatter rather, adds the rocky feature to a province and can destroy mountains, and enemy armies take 10 damage. Summon a Stone Spirit is just a somewhat tanky elemental with a bunch of fancy attacks. And Tremor Ritual, at the start of combat, towers, battlements, and additional obstacles are destroyed. Other things we could consider, we're not going to do this is a nature one, it's about animals, we're not doing animals. Cycles is kind of about decaying things, death and decay, and healing and debuffing. Subjugation would get us the Tyrant Knight, a heavy shock unit, and some stuff for basically messing with the enemy's morale, I believe. Also a bunch of gold income there. Oh, but only in cities of another race, which I don't have. Sanctuary is the more good
order one with healing and things. Cold Dark is if you want cold stuff, which I don't. Great Transformation is undead. Turn your whole race into undead. Don't really want to do that. Teleportation could be useful for utility of emergency teleportations and getting phase ability to people and yeah, mass recall, things like that. Or summoning gets you some astral summons and gets you some stuff to buff summons, I guess. Chaos stuff. Now this kind of fits a little bit, sorta. It's more chaotic, but it gets you stuff for siege stuff. It gets you the Devastator Spheres, which is a siege project. They're basically rolling bombs. Battle mages and support units can destroy fortify objects and cancel defense modes. Warhounds, get 6 Warhounds. This is again a siege thing. Ward breeds, big stompy shock unit. And flame burst weapons, extra crit chance, whenever they kill another unit, the unit explodes. And it only damages adjacent enemy units. I'm probably not taking it, but it's tempting. Now we're taking Transmutation. I think I want Transmuters, please. And we can now build the Seed of Materium, which I could potentially do now, right? It costs quite a lot of mana and quite a lot of gold, but it would get us faster research of Materium projects, which is most of our research projects. Can I just, does it replace a province, or does it go in addition to a province? Replaces a, oh no, wait, does it count as anything? Hang on. It would just replace something. I mean, we could replace this quarry over here. We don't especially need that. I'm doing it. People are going to dislike me for it, but I'm going to do it. And we can now just recruit iron golems. That costs us a bunch of gold. Takes 3 turns, but we can do that too. Okay. Lithium can annex another province. We can get another Archon blood, that's what it is. I'd like more mana, I think. Yeah, that gets us some more Archon blood. I believe I have 2 of it now, so we could potentially trade it with somebody. Yeah, I've got 2. Our artisan armaments are now ready. Extra crit chance to everybody. We've also unlocked... Have we unlocked this yet? Not quite. We've unlocked faster regen and friendly domain, which is quite nice, but I kind of need my Imperium for other stuff. I might actually get... I've already got that. No, what's it? I might get... Nope. I might get this. Special improvements get +5 gold. Because we've got a few of them, and I want more gold. So I'm going to do it. I am supposed to be saving up my Imperium for getting more... another city. Increase the city cap. Let it be known that Bell or Deathfinder has crossed me. He has an infinity improvement. Yep. You've been saying this about each other constantly. And again... also doesn't like it. I wonder when they're going to denounce me for it. Next turn I'm building it, we'll see what happens. A lot of stuff going on. Oh, we met another ruler. Looks like it's another mole. Hail, Grand Architect Roland Vandelay. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wild Empress Fidea Beastmaster. Many Gadir make war. I aim to make peace. She's a little on the negative side with us. She is the crooked diplomats. She leads a bunch of goblins who are in high society, devotees of good and experienced Seafarers. Not really a wild empress then. She's got a little bit of nature, but she's much more into order. She's a chivalrous diplomat, so they like empires with alliances and good relations with free cities. She doesn't like people that break treaties or start wars, and she likes to make treaties and she never breaks them. And she is a little threatened by me. She's second in the overall rankings, but her military is fourth. I will give you a welcome gift. Sure. Can we maybe be friends? Nope, I'm not giving you money just to get a bond.
The greater good. Your advisors mentioned that Bastion announced costly plans to import food. You contact the city. The administrator of Bastion welcomes you in a good mood. I know what you mean to discuss, my grand architect, and you can be proud. Following your benevolent decrees, Bastion declared the importation of ample meats and produce for our hungry citizens. The best part? The city is paying for it all. People of Bastion intend to mirror the generosity you display, however Bastion will be spending your gold. Bastion produces quite a lot of gold, to be fair. So approve the plans, we get 53 less gold per turn, but we gain stability, and we gain pretty minor amount of food, to be honest, in this last 6 turns. The stability might be nice, though. Spend even more funds. Wait. Oh yeah, we'll lose 85 gold per turn. We get a little bit more food, and we get good alignment. Forbid it, they lose stability, or tax them more instead. We gain evil alignment. I'll just approve the plans. I'm not too happy about it, but I want the stability. And I've built a Seed of Materium, and Fidea has built a Seed of Order. So we now know where she is. So we can see where everyone's capitals except one. We can't see his capital for some reason. I guess he hasn't built a seed yet. I'll just keep marching over here with them. And we got another Glade Runner. I forgot I'd set that to build. Who wants this? You've already got one. I guess you could get one. Or maybe not. Well, no, you can. You can get one. This guy. I think we're at the stage of the game that we can just auto combat the safe battles. It's nothing we haven't fought before. Did take a bit of damage. We've got a crown, resistance, head item. Sure, give it to our tanky guy. And I've got, so I'm going to sell one of those rings of the vicious killer. I don't even need the one I've got. I think that's a spare. That's like the third one that I got it. Chaos Eater, we can fight you. If we've healed up enough. They just built a shrine. Right, Arcane Institute maybe, or we could start building fancy camp stuff. I wouldn't mind getting a golem mine, except I don't have a regular mine to do it with. No, there's no point in that. Can I do this somewhere that can't normally have? So can I use these special provinces then to do something that wouldn't normally be able to be a quarry? It counts as a quarry, but can I maybe like here, that can only do forester, but it can have quarries adjacent to it. Could I put down there, I wonder? I'm not going to do it just now, but maybe at some point. Test it out. So we'll get the Arcane Institute for more research, because it's boosted. Bastion needs to set production. I mean, do I do another wizard tower? Use up an awful lot of our money and resources, but I'm also thinking of building a iron golem. I don't know. Or just this for even more gold income. Let's just do this for now. Even more gold income. We can get a new province too, so we want to get the Astral Dew. So I'm going to do another conduit here. And that gets us access to Astral Dew, which means we have now finished the Cosmoflux Elixir, meaning mana nodes now give extra resource and mana. My mana income has just gone up considerably. So like this mana node here gives us 10, but the overall... Wait. Oh, so it applies to the conduit, not the node itself. Is that what it says, though? I don't think that's what it said. Mana resource nodes give plus 10 knowledge and 10 mana. Do I have any mana resource nodes where I don't have a conduit? Because I'm curious about that. Because it's showing it under the conduit, but it's the mana node that gives me it. I don't think I do though. I think I've always... Oh no, wait, research post. Okay, we're getting... Right, so it's applying to whatever you build in the mana node thing rather than the mana node itself, but you don't need to have a conduit to do it. Anything will do it. Okay, so we completed that, yep. Unlock 2 more Materium things that we can't afford. The Rite of the Dreadnought. All currently active units permanently get +1 defense and resistance. And Indomitable Defenders. Units get 20 morale at the start of any combat where their side is defending, and your cities do not get economic penalties under siege. Okay, can't afford any of it. And apparently someone was in the Astral Void. I didn't know you were. A defensive pact, damn it, between these two. I was thinking of maybe going to war with him at some point. Let it be known that Bella or Deathfinder's crossed me, he's got an affinity improvement. They're all just constantly telling me that they're denouncing each other. I don't care. I mean, if it makes you all fight each other, that's great, as long as you're not fighting me. So we've got 2 people who don't like me. Bella doesn't like me anymore either now. What's your problem? Grievances? What? What did I do to you? He's really wary of me. His military ranking. He's top of the military rankings. What's he wary for? I'm 6th. What? He feels threatened by me. Why? The size of my army. My army's the worst army. Or second worst. Well, nothing I can do about it. He's miles away. We don't have to worry about him just now. We don't even know where his armies are. In his sleevesies, I suppose. Silverstrad's fairly tentacling out this way. And then hardly anything back where it started. Right, I reckon as I say, can probably take that, although we're healing so slow. It might be worth creating a wee outpost. Because it's only 25 gold to build an outpost. It does cost 10 to maintain. But if we build it close to the Lost Queen's Crypt, we can eventually turn it into a city. So maybe I'll do that just to heal up before we go fighting them. Yeah, I am going to swap out you, pop in you. Don't know where they're going to go next though. We're sort of running out of things to fight, so I need to get the money and everything to find somebody that doesn't like us, that is within reach, and go to war with them. 800 strength versus 600, we can do that. It's a low risk battle. Okay, what does the auto combat get us? Or do I have to do it manually? I am doing that manually. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing that I'll do better than the AI did, but I'm not taking 2 units lost for a low-risk battle. Come on. It is a lot of astral nonsense. But still. And we do have... Oh, we've got our assistant golems. Oh, the assistant golems aren't as... They're only tier 1 iron golems. What? I've been conned. I thought they were the proper full-size ones. I guess proper full-size ones would have been a little bit overpowered, but still. You said I was getting a iron golem assistant. I mean, it's still a free unit, but I'm a wee bit disappointed in that. He's got so many things here. Oh, the Wand of Inversion. That's got a healing icon, but it's not actually a healing thing. It's a get rid of negative status effects thing. Everyone just shield up here. Okay. Well, Iron Golem will go over here. And I'll send him over to deal with them. And they can deal with them as well. Can we shoot from back here? 10% chance. So yes, but not very well. Get me there. And they're just fighters. They're not even proper shield units. They're... I mean, they're expendable, but they're terrible. Right. You just move to there for the moment. Because they're just going to go into their refuge. Just go up there. Taunt them. Send them round the back, I guess. My poor ogres. Oh, they're ganging up. And my magma spirits as well. I hate astral wisps. They're so nasty. For tier 1s, they're probably the strongest tier 1s, to be honest. Okay, they're just keeping those annoying fish dudes in check. Right, give me a big shot on them. Move up and then have some brew. I'm not sure that was a good idea. I'm going to bolster yous. I don't really have much support here. I'll save that one. We're just going to help you out a wee bit. You're just going to stay defending. When they try and move, they'll mess them up. My crappy golems will probably get flanked, get stunned. Oh no, they can't get stunned because they're golems. That's a point. How do I get this guy round to where I need him to go? I can't really do that, can I? I'm moving them back. I don't want them to die and they can't really hit anything from where they are. I'll move them round this way to help shield. I don't know if my ogres are going to survive. These ogres are not at all sturdy at all, compared to our units. Although, they did not last long either. Bloody hell, these... Oh, and they've got Frenzy as well. Mental. Okay. Let's get some regen going. You just keep on defending. You've got your frigid breath, which is a very weird cone. Can we go there? Why are you pinned by them? I'm just defending. He's just going to get stunned if he attacks. But now my golems can go in and murder them. We can significantly weaken them. I didn't really expect much from that. They really want my ogre dead. Right, ogre's dead. The amount of damage these guys do. Wait, is my ogre dead? He hasn't fallen. Oh, he's not dead yet. He's not dead yet. Two effects. So many effects on you. Suddenly, all sorts of buffs to you. I don't know if it'll help, but we might keep this ogre alive yet. I'm running away. I want to keep my ogre alive. Gonna make you invulnerable. What do you think of that? Yeah, I thought so. They did fantastic work. Right, smash. Maybe burn? Not really. Whew. Alright. Didn't lose a unit though, unlike the AI. That's a better result, still painful. Astral Wisps are no joke. Got a bunch of production, which made me get my Forge Tower produced. I was hoping for some level ups or something, but no such luck. So that lets us basically expand the entirety of this underground bit. We already had most of it, but I think it maybe gets us a little bit further back this way. I need another mine so I can get a Merchant's Guild. Although that would only give 10 gold per mine. I don't have many mines, so... Well, I can do a Spelljammer now. Counts as a conduit. Must be built in an acquired province. So that's something to test then. Can I stick this on... like instead of a forester? It looks like I can. Oh. Okay. So we could get an extra mine by building the golem mine somewhere that wouldn't normally be able to do a mine. Good to know for future. I don't know if I'm going to rejig everything just now, but good to know for future playthroughs. I just assumed because it counts as a mine, you had to build it on a province that could support a mine. So we can get a mine there. That could have been a mine, but we didn't do it that way. And that can be a mine. So we could have 3 mines, which would get us 30 gold if we did the Merchant's Guild. Do I have anything that is currently boosted by our foresters that I would regret losing? I've got 2 foresters. The Scholars Guild, so maybe get that built before we... and then just change a forester for a
Like, get rid of this. Am I allowed to? Or is it permanent once done? No, I could replace it, so we could make this a forester. And then make it a regular mine, and then put a mine there. A golem mine there. And then also get a mine down here as well. And get a bunch of money. I like money.
What are we doing in the meantime, though?
A blacksmith, because draft has been an issue on the handful of times I need to build more units. Or a spelljammer, so they kind of cast annoying spells in my city. Well, it uses up mana, but it also counts as a conduit. Okay. Yeah, give me a blacksmith. I've been neglecting draft.
And I think we do aspect to the root, so all our shield and polearm units can heal themselves. It's going to give us a gold upkeep as well, but I think it's worth it. We got a Whispering Stone back because we got Supreme Vassalage with Kriegmar. Your actions are interfering with my plans, Grand Architect Roland. Vandelay, tread carefully before I decide to end your rulership. Oh, they don't like me much anymore. They're not in any defensive pacts. He's cautious. We've got a minor justification, so we could go and fight him, maybe. I am needing something to do. What's your military like? 2nd. Ugh. Mine's is 6th. Ugh. But he is kind of isolated from everyone else and we know where his cities are. I can now... I thought I already had that. Oh no, we were able to integrate previously. It just keeps telling us every time we reach a new vassalage, but now we're at max vassalage. So I'm thinking we maybe build some armies and start marching against those untrustworthy rats who do not deserve the title of Ratling. Plus, everyone dislikes him. I wonder... Oh, she used to like me. She doesn't like me so much anymore. Threat level, I guess. And also, she has... Why does she have grievances? How do we have grievances? Is it just because I built... It must just be because I built the spire. Does everyone have grievances now? Yeah, I think everyone gets a grievance when you build the spire. So it makes it more difficult to do the magic victory because everyone starts to dislike you. It doesn't automatically make them at war, but they start to dislike you. I need so much more money. I need to be able to... I mean, I could spend Imperium to get 2,000 gold. Could do a lot with that. They've now done a Seed of Astral. Right, yeah, I'm going to make a wee outpost out here so that they can heal up a bit better. And prepare for getting that Lost Queen's Crypt at some point, so... Would here do? No, I want to be able to build a mine. We'll do it in the swamps, because... Or even in the sand. One of the two. Doesn't really matter. Can I do forests? My forest creation spell doesn't work on mountains, desolate, or ice, so it does work on forests. So we can have... Yeah, because there's a sandy forest. I think. I'm not actually sure. But yeah, right. So we'll do it in the swamps. We'll build a outpost here. Eventually, at some point, make it a city. It'll be quite a long-term thing. But in the meantime, it gives us a wee sort of staging ground for the surrounding area to heal up in. Turn that overlay off. I'm not sure what they're doing. They're just kind of running around. They really need to replace their units with stompier things. What is his? He's dark, so I don't have to... Yeah, I don't want to fight mystics because of all their lightning damage against my golems, but dark I can handle. 600 strength. I've got... Oh, we're very badly hurt.
Right. I think we just head back to heal. Because that was that difficult fight. We've unlocked the transmuter now. I really want every army should have a transmuter in it. So transmute resources would convert mana into all kinds of stuff. Seems really good. Stag Shield's a nice wee defensive buff. And then we could make our scouts a little bit better. I want transmute resources. Bastion got a blacksmith. Mage's Guild would give us 10 mana per conduit. Times 2. Does that mean I've got 2 conduits? Yeah. But potentially I could get another one. So it would give us 20 mana. 2 starting rank to every support unit. We're only allowed 1 guild per city though. I think we're going to be doing the Merchants Guild then. Get the armory for even more draft. Our draft's okay now though. That would give us the Smith's Guild, which is draft and food for every forester. I really want more money. Although there is a few. I want someone who would give us something for every mason. So the Masonic Hall presumably does that. Nope. The Workers Guild. Oh, but it's just production. I was hoping we get production or gold for every quarry, but no. I might just do gold for the moment until we can get another mine. Right, you know what? At the moment, I am going to start converting that into a forester, and then I'll convert it back into a regular gold mine. And then we'll put the golem mine there, and that'll unlock the other thing, the Merchants Guild, so we can get extra money for every mine. Because I'm going to need money for supporting troops, because I want to build up an army to go and attack somebody. Probably the rat guy that doesn't like me because he's in a defensive pact, or at least he was. Yeah, he's in a defensive pact, so I don't want to provoke them. So in the meantime, I mean, we could do the stonemason, but I'm not sure. Do the wizard tower for more Imperium, and it lets us build various other things. There's also these cheap little things, but they're also quick to build, so it still uses things up about as quickly as the expensive things. Is there a limit to how many of these battlement structures we can build? When multiple ones are built, only the most powerful one will be present in combat. Ah, that's disappointing. I thought we could just super fortify. I'm just going to produce merchandise for the moment. I'm going to start training transmuters. Costs 200. Ooh, expensive. They did an Arcane Institute. They're kind of on the front lines. If I'm going to war, I maybe do want to get some defensive stuff for them. So Arcane Amplifiers add the Arcane Battlement obstacles in combat. Grants magic attacks a chance to do sundered resistance and extra range. The Archer ones give Archer posts, give physical range attacks extra damage and range. We do have more physical range attacks than others. The Fortifications give us bolt repeater towers, which it doesn't say that's an obstacle. It gives us 4 of them. Although the Great Bolt... Oh, it's repeating. I was going to say 10 damage isn't much, and it does in an area. Okay, liking Artisan Fortifications. The Caltrip Stash puts down, I believe, patches that inflict bleed. Yeah, slow enemies inflict bleed. That said, there's also all this, and it's a bit of a game changer now that I know I can replace... This is a very arcane city. I'd also like food to grow it faster. Right, it's going to be a while before we go to war. I'm going to get the food just now.
aspect of the route. Make all our shield boys able to heal themselves. The treaty's been broken. By treaty, the wizard... Oh, he'd ended the wizard's treaty. Okay, sure. Also open borders, yep. Also... They don't like Fidia. Okay. Nobody likes anyone here. It's all just turning to hell. Right, but that's another hour and 10 minutes, so I'm going to have to end this video here. Thank you very much, anyone that's been watching, and hopefully see you on... What's this? Is this episode... I can't remember what episode I'm on. This was episode 6, so episode 7. But for now, goodbye.